Okay, on the first tutorials, I've showed you how to draw the nose, basic shape of the nose. What we saw is that we have to establish the space first. And then when we have the space, we draw the space in a very minimal format by defining it with dots. And then with those dots, we can actually give forms to the nose. So what we're going to do now is just put the nose and adding the features of the face. Just like I did in here, we're going to add to the nose, we're going to add the mouth, and then after the mouth we're going to add the eyes. So we're going to start exactly in the same fashion. Okay, I'm always going to tell, so we're going to start with the nose again, just like we've done last time. So once again, I'm going to define the space for the nose. Now this time I didn't define the dot at the back because we don't actually see it, on the nose. So I'm going to draw the nose. So same thing, the nostrils, then I go the tip of the nose, and then the other nostril on the side, and then we've got the bridge of the nose last time, So now I'm going to add the mouth. Okay, so same things. I'm going to define again exactly the same as I did for the nose. You see, I define again the space in 7 directions: front, left, right, back. You could argue that I don't need the back for the mouth, similar for the nose, and then down. So now I have this direction. I can draw the mouth with confidence, like the lips. So I'm gonna do one like this, and then the other side of the lips like this. You see, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we have the mouth just with the 7 direction. So what I do now, see, this is the upper lips like this, and then this is the lower lips. Okay, now in the same fashion, I'm going to add the eyes. Okay, so we know, if you know a little bit of anatomy, that the eyes are actually aligned with the side of the nose. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add again, you see the 7 direction to define the left eyes, the right eyes. And then here I'm going to define the 7 directions, the space for the left eye. So similar things, I'm going to draw the eyes like this. I'm going to close the eyes to keep it simple. And then here, the same thing, all of them, they touch the front. And then there you have it. It's very quick. And then what I do, I'm just going to add the shading, just so that it gives a little bit of volume. So I'm going to do some shading here, very light for the shading, and then the shading underneath the nose, and then a little bit of details for the mouth, and then and that's it. So I'll leave it there. For the next tutorial, we're going to maybe have the mouth with different expression, different type of nose, and maybe the eyes open.